you doing? I'm here with Mr. DJ, everyone calls him Mr. DJ Jevanni.
Yeah.
Giovanni actually goes to my Connect group at Hillsong and Leytonstone, and top man. He kind of like when I came into Hillsong, he kind of really embraced me, and he showed that the welcome home kind of vibe. But anyway, so here with Giovanni, I'm just going to catch up with him. And actually, I tell you what, Giovanni, why don't you just tell us a bit about yourself, what you're doing now with your life, and what plans you've got coming up this year and over the next few years.
As Fabian said, I'm Giovanni, 24, go to Hillsong, been going for about 4 or 5 years now. That's me. I'm a DJ and also future trainee lawyer, starting in September. Prior to starting, I'll be going travelling around the world, Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, LA. And I'm just heavily involved in church and I love to go to the gym as well. So that's me in a nutshell.
Well, that's actually a good way to intro the gym now. And from your point of view, I mean, a lot of people go to the gym for whatever reasons, to keep fit, to get big, get small, for whatever reasons, injury rehab, etc. What's your primary reasons for going to the gym? Why do you enjoy working out? And are there any kind of tips you could share for those young or even old Christian athletes that are looking to get motivated?
I don't know. I mean, for me, I suppose my main reason for going is just I kind of believe sort of healthy body, healthy mind, etc. And I know with my working hours, etc., it's good to sometimes just go away from using my mind and start sort of doing physical stuff. And then also I like to try and keep in good shape anyway. I suppose tips, I'd say, you're just being consistent with your training and never sort of going backwards. So if you're working on a particular thing one week, the next week you should be starting on that thing, or starting on, if it's weights for example, starting on that same weight or slightly heavier, or if it's a distance that you've ran, say 10 minutes and you've ran that in a certain time, try and aim to beat that the next time. And then alongside of that, just sort of eating clean as well, eating healthily. I mean, sometimes I'm not the best follower of my own advice when it comes to eating clean, but when I'm sort of focused and in the zone, then I try to eat as clean as I can.
Actually, there's some great advice there and everything. And obviously, one of the things that Giovanni does is that he does mix up his training. So last year he done Tough Mudder.
Tough Mudder.
The training there must have been pretty intense, pretty brutal. You really put yourself through a particular program. Was that a program that you designed, or you put together, or advice, or?
It was actually a couple of guys from church that did Tough Mudder, and we did it to raise money for a charity called Compassion. We raised about £3,000, which was really good. And in terms of training, it started off as almost, I just kind of fell into it, because actually prior to Tough Mudder, I wasn't really active in the gym. I hated running, etc. And I decided to just join a running club just to get used to running long distances. And from that, I decided to be more consistent with the gym and whatnot. And I started doing a bit of research because I didn't want to, because I knew Tough Mudder was a course which was designed to kind of, you have to be sort of mobile and you need to have like quite a lot of core strength. So I kind of started researching online, sort of things I could do to build up core strength I was doing less heavier weights but more sort of circuit style training and stuff. So
wow, awesome. Hey, listen, quick question, just going to diverge away from the sports side of things, the fitness side of things. Let's talk about you and your walk with Christ, and kind of like share a bit of your testimony, and then kind of like talk about where you are now with Christ, and you know what I mean, just kind of like words of encouragement for those that are kind of like have come from where you've come from, being a university in an environment where obviously you may be challenged or whatever. Just go ahead and shoot, go for it.
So I don't know, where can I start? I was Christian as a kid and stuff. My family are Christian, but not Christian in the sense of they followed it devoutly, and actually ended up going to church. Basically, my parents split up when I was about 6 years old, and my mum and I moved areas, and we walked past this church and we saw there was like a youth group there, and she recommended me signing up so that I could sort of meet people in the area and stuff. So I signed up, went there, and they invited me along to a Christian camp, and I think I was about 12 and I kind of gave my life to God and stuff. But at that time I didn't really know what I was doing. Back at school, sort of doing things like involved with girls and in crowds, in the wrong type of crowd, and doing things that I shouldn't be doing, but somehow managed to make it to uni. And I suppose it was at uni where God really revealed himself to me, in particular in my second year of uni. I studied law, and got my results back, and I'd worked quite hard, and I got my results back, and it was a low 2-2. And I was confused as to why I got this grade, etc. And it boiled down to me either having to redo the year again, which I did not want to do, or going on to third year with a low 2-2, which would severely hinder my chances of getting into law school and subsequently finding a job in a law firm. So a guy from the Christian Union approached me, and he told me of this Kingdom First initiative. So I signed up to the Kingdom First initiative, and essentially what he said to me that I'd get a 20% increase in my grades if I joined Kingdom First, and I followed it, and that was the amount that I needed in order to get into law school. So I started going, and as I was doing it, I was more doing it for the grades rather than trying to seek God first or anything. I noticed halfway through sort of like a transformation in my mentality, and I didn't really care about the grades and stuff. And I was more wanting to seek God and more wanting to spend time worshiping and stuff. And before I knew it, the results came out a few months down the line, and I did 4 different modules, and I added them all up together, different aggregate scores, and the results were an exact 20% increase. Wow. So that's kind of where it kind of confirmed to me that God is real and that He's faithful and stuff. And so I've just been onwards and upwards from there. I mean, and everyone does. I mean, myself included. Like I struggle at times, I fall down, but it's just knowing that God's grace is sufficient. So.
Yeah. Hey, what awesome, awesome testimony and sharing and everything. And listen, we just done a workout. Feel really, really good, really cool, and just to show, we're gonna have some fun now this evening.
Yeah.
Got a great night out. Some of the guys from Hillsong. And then tomorrow's church, which is going to be awesome. They don't know what's going to happen, but it's like always great happens on a Sunday at church. And also, Jevanni is heading up the events team at Colour Women's Conference. What's the dates for that?
How do you say?
What's the dates for the conference?
1st of May to the 3rd of May.
3rd of May.
Yeah.
Okay, so women are coming down. Hey, listen, we'll look out for you guys.
Yeah.
But also, hey, look out for this man. He'll be on the events team. What is the events team actually? Let's have plug the events team.
Like the events team is essentially, me personally, without being biased, I think the events team is crucial to running a conference. It's almost as if the events team have their hand in every other team, so the events team look after everything from the operational side of things to the strategic side of things. So that includes the decor, that includes making sure that everyone's got food, that includes making sure that the worship team have their equipment on stage and have the right amount of space on the stage, the production team to ensuring that we've got enough t-shirts. So it's a really, really big team, and it's really exciting, and it's like it's an opportunity to meet loads of great people, to socialise and to network and to really develop skills that you may be interested in developing. And I mean, there's a variety of teams to join, but for me, I think the events team is one in which you can utilise a variety of skills. So that's join the events team, man.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to find out any more about how to join the teams, what's the website?
I think it's colourconferencevolunteers.co.uk. If you just type in Google Colour Conference Volunteer, the link is the first link there. And if you want to join the events team, just click on when you get to choose what team you want to join, click within events, click on events, and then click on volunteer services, and then you'll get a notification that you've signed up, and we'll be in touch with what's the next steps to follow. So pretty simple.
Awesome, cool. Anyway, listen, people have a blessed day, we'll look out for Jevanni. He's actually, he's traveling around the world. Kind of lucky. It's lucky for some. Wasn't working. But
I mean, I've just seen about that Malaysian plane going missing.
Yeah.
I'm sure God's got him.
You never know. If you do see him out and about when you're on wherever, just holler out to him, look out for him, and just keep him in prayers. And everyone, enjoy your day.
Yeah, cool.